Next on HBO, it's a case of mid-yuppie crisis with Jeff Daniels versus death in the quirky medical comedy Checking Out. Stay where it happens. HBO.
On the next Thursday night prime, where the action is, it's time to go to camp. Learn how to build really big fires. And play with the kind of toys kids love.
They're rocket launchers. Think of the bitchin' 4th of July we could have.
Hey, when you see these guys, do you hear a banjo playing? Earning a merit badge will never be the same. Edge of Honor. Ernest Goes to Camp. It ain't. Premieres Thursday night.
Michael Barbara Strikes, Boys in the Hood, Steve Martin, Michelle Pfeiffer, The Addams Family, Kevin Costner,
The biggest movies, the brightest stars.
Nick Nolte, Hot Shot, Leslie Bruce,
It could only happen here.
HBO.
The following movie is rated R.
Five, it's a fight to the death for gunslinger Mickey Rourke in the Last Outlaw. Final round and the Last Outlaw. It all happens here tonight. Oh.
The following movie is rated PG.
In case you didn't feel it the first time, HBO's gonna give you one more shot. Bo versus Holyfield, Thursday night at 9, only on HBO Boxing. So close, it hurts.
Next on HBO. In the Old West, many a man carried a gun, but none enjoyed using it as much as Mickey Rourke. The HBO original movie, The Last Outlaw. Next on HBO.
On the next Tales from the Crypt.
I'm gonna flunk that midterm unless you help me.
Embalming 101.
This is like a museum.
This course will examine basic burial techniques.
I'm the perfect student.
You're trying to psych me out.
No, Reggie. I'm trying to kill you.
Special emphasis will be placed on keeping the corpse dead.
Tales from the Crypt.
An all-new episode Wednesday night at 10 on HBO. Evil has many faces.
Everybody down!
It can be painfully obvious.
Let's go, man.
It can be brutally frank.
Is it moral to let a killer walk because you forgot to read him his rights? What are you guys talking about?
It can be extremely satisfying.
Be part of the pack, Max.
Just make sure when you confront evil, you're ready.
Now, you want to see something really scary?
Mario Van Peebles, Patsy Kensit, Full Eclipse, the HBO original movie, premieres Saturday, November 27th.
Never forget our credo. To err is human. To forgive, well, don't forget who you're dealing with.
That's right. I've killed women and children. And I'm here to kill you.
Prepare to be unforgiven. Coming in December on HBO.
You're watching HBO, where Hollywood's biggest stars work just for you.
Tom and Gear all to take 4 and the band played on.
Mickey Rourke, take 7, The Last Outlaw.
How to take 12.
HBO original. Movies you can't get anywhere else.
The following program contains scenes and language of a frank and explicit nature. Viewer discretion is advised.
They rode together as soldiers. But now the war was over.
You gonna burn these people? They didn't do nothing.
Don't you ever question me, boy.
Next on HBO, Lorenzo Lamas must escape 6 vicious mercenaries in a deadly hunt in which he is the prey, or at least that's what his enemies think. Final round. Next on HBO.
You'll be outraged if you miss it. Madonna, live down under. The Girly Show, one time only. Saturday, November 20th, 10:15 p.m. One place only. You never know what she's gonna do. You just want to be there when she does it. We know you want to watch.
2/3 of the squad is gone now. I don't see how any of us is gonna make it.
Germans found us, had us dead in their sights, so they could have killed all of us, and they just let us go.
We're having a snowball fight. You don't think maybe the war's over and they're not telling you, Steve?
I'd rather we kept out of each other's way, except when we have to fight.
I don't want to get officers involved in this, screwing everything up.
From the classic novel by William Wharton comes a film that joins the ranks of Platoon and To Hell and Back, A Midnight Clear. Premieres Monday night at 8 on HBO.
HBO's looking for the all-American hero.
Mystery guy.
Every time I turn around, some other person wants me to save him.
Went into a burning plane, pulled me out, and disappeared.
You never know. Sometimes stepping out of the crowd is all it takes.
Television interview, fame and fortune.
What's a guy like me gonna do with $1 million?
Do your job. Okay, be a hero.
Dustin Hoffman, Gina Davis, Andy Garcia. Hero. Premieres Saturday night at 8 on HBO.
This holiday season, America's most exciting and legendary motion picture hero comes to the screen like you've never seen him before. The Bat! In an all-new, larger-than-life animated feature film. Batman, Mask of the Phantasm.
Your angel of death awaits.
And HBO First Look gives you an exclusive behind-the-mask expose on the Dark Knight himself. Hosted by the one man who knows him best, Alfred the Butler.
You think you know everything about me, don't you?
I dive at your bottom. I bloody well ought to.
HBO First Look, Batman, Mask of the Phantasm.
Can't be too careful with all those weirdos around.
Premieres Thursday, November 25th.
It's a sensation, like a whirlwind circling inside your head, round and round. It feels so good you just don't want it to stop. Romance. That's what Saturday nights are all about. Bram Stoker's Dracula. The Bodyguard. Save Saturday nights for HBO and get a new movie, guaranteed.
Saddle up, boy. Saddle up? You gonna burn these people? They didn't do nothing.
Don't you ever question me, boy.
Mickey Rourke and Dermot Mulroney team up in the new HBO picture, The Last Outlaw. A gritty, action-packed western about 2 outlaws locked in mortal combat.
Loomis hit pretty bad. Maybe we should tend to his wounds.
Stop me dying, boys.
We kick back here for a while. We can tend to yours, too.
Tending? I show you tending.
Set against the backdrop of the 1870s post-Civil War era in the West, Rourke and Mulroney star as Graff and Eustace, 2 inseparable friends bonded by their combat days during the war.
I think it's about trying to stay alive, actually. Eustace finds himself under Graff's thumb for a lot of years now. I think it's getting kind of old, and he's definitely feeling a need to start his own life or something.
Outlaws Graff and Eustace become bitter enemies and find themselves engaged in a violent battle in which only one will survive.
If you spot Graff, stay put. Anybody ain't back in the full 20 minutes, the others go where he went. If you get a clean shot of Graff, kill him.
The outfit of outlaws also includes Daniel Quinn, John C. McGinley, Keith David, Ted Levine, and Steve Buscemi, who recently appeared in Reservoir Dogs.
For me, this is a lot of fun coming to work and getting on a horse. I mean, practically the whole film we're on horses. And so for me, I don't even care if I have any lines or if I'm on camera, as long as I get to ride.
First shot of the whole movie that we shoot was balls out tear across the prairie and up a hill and dead right on the mark and played the scene out. I mean, it was like starting out hell-bent, you know. It's great.
Action!
Filmed entirely in the desert in New Mexico, The Last Outlaw proved to be a logistical challenge for the filmmakers.
This is by far the most difficult Western I've ever attempted. The scope of this in terms of every aspect will be recognized as being a big picture. The director has picked some of the most spectacular locations, and it's our job to get the equipment, personnel, and cast to those locations.
Turn tail and head downriver. Stay to the right. It's shallow.
Scenes where we had a lot of work in the water required that we lower the river. That meant getting permission from 3 states and a number of Indian reservations in order to do that. So from a logistical standpoint, having over 40 horses, you know, sometimes we've had 40 and 50 riders, costumes that have to be doubled and tripled. It becomes quite a logistic task.
How you seeing the ground here?
The Last Outlaw was directed by Jeff Murphy, the man behind Young Guns 2 and the HBO picture Blindside.
The tapestry against which the film's set and the whole dynamics of it are very violent, and we don't back off that at all.
We've had an opportunity here to work with a very sort of eccentric, talented director who has kind of let us all cut loose a little bit and raise as much hell and be as honest as we can with the characters that we're doing, and we're having a good time.
You shot me, Eustace. You left me for dead. Now's the time for reckoning.
Who will be left standing? Find out when the new HBO picture, The Last Outlaw, starring Mickey Rourke, airs this month on HBO.
Next on HBO, Lorenzo Lamas must escape 6 vicious mercenaries in a deadly hunt in which he is the prey, or at least that's what his enemies think. Final round. Next on HBO.
Welcome aboard HBO's non-stop flight to action.
I have control of the plane and everything on it.
You'll be pampered by a friendly flight attendant.
Fasten your seat, now!
Enjoy free complimentary drinks.
Never send a boy to do a man's job.
And the best in-flight entertainment.
Check and mate.
Wesley Snipes.
Always bet on black.
Passenger 57. Tuesday on HBO.
In November, HBO is going to take a bite out of crime. Full Eclipse, the HBO original movie starring Mario Van Peebles, premieres Saturday, November 27th.
Save Saturday night for us and get a new movie. Guaranteed.
Hell of a thing, killing a man.
All you gotta do is pull the trigger, mister. Winner of 4 Academy Awards, including Best Director, Best Supporting Actor, and Best Picture of the Year. Clint Eastwood in the performance of a lifetime. Unforgiven. Coming in December on HBO.
HBO's got the rematch that will go down in history. Bo may have beat him up, but Holyfield beat the odds. The rematch battle for the heavyweight crown. See every round of brutal, bizarre action that came down to the final bell and beyond. Bo versus Holyfield, Thursday night at 9, only on HBO. Boxing so close, it hurts.
You know, I love movies, but I hate going out.
The long lines.
Oh, the traffic.
Getting babysitters.
Paying late fees.
Uncomfortable seats.
It'd be great not to have to leave your house to see a good movie.
HBO, now they've got great movies.
Yeah, it's great to watch big blockbusters in bed.
In my recliner.
On the couch.
With the kids.
Without having to go out and get it.
When I kick off my shoes, they stay off.
There's no place like home to see a movie.
The following program contains scenes and language of a frank and explicit nature. Viewer discretion is advised.